What happens when a counterpuncher meets a cannonball? Leylah Fernandez is about to find out the hard way. Alexandra Eala is not just coming to compete. She is coming to demolish, and the clock says it will be over before you finish your coffee. We are talking under 30 minutes. A landslide. A statement. Stick around, because we are breaking down exactly why this match is not even close, and trust me, the numbers do not lie. Quick favor, if you are loving this breakdown, hit that subscribe button. Over 92% of viewers have not subscribed yet. It is free, takes 1 second, and means the world to us. Thanks if you did. Now back to the demolition. Here is the thing about tennis evolution. It does not wait for anyone. While Leylah Fernandez has been clinging to the same counterpunching blueprint that got her to the 2021 US Open final, Alexandra Eala has been in the lab. And by lab, we mean the Rafa Nadal Academy, where they do not just teach you tennis, they rebuild you into a weapon. Eala walked in as a talented junior with potential. She walked out as a topspin-generating, baseline-crushing machine that makes opponents feel like they are hitting balls dipped in cement. Picture this, Eala at 19 years old, adding 15 pounds of pure muscle, transforming her forehand into something that sits at 3,200 revolutions per minute. For context, that is Nadal territory. That is the kind of spin that does not just push you back. It buries you 3 feet behind the baseline and dares you to do something about it. Meanwhile, Fernandez is out here trying to redirect pace like it is still 2021, except the pace coming at her now is not just fast, it is heavy, relentless, and physically exhausting. Let us talk geometry, because this is where it gets brutal. Fernandez is a lefty. Eala is a lefty. Normally, lefties love playing righties, because the angles work in their favor. That cross-court forehand to the righty backhand is tennis comfort food. But lefty versus lefty, that is a different beast entirely. Suddenly, Fernandez's bread and butter shot, that inside-out forehand to the ad court, gets flipped. Instead of attacking a weaker backhand, she is running straight into Eala's nuclear forehand. Imagine thinking you are about to feast on a cupcake, and instead you bite into a brick. That is what Fernandez is walking into. And here is the kicker, Eala thrives in this geometry. Her Nadal Academy training specifically prepared her for these high-margin, heavy topspin rallies where the ball kicks up into your chest and forces you to generate your own power. Fernandez does not generate power, she redirects it. But what happens when there is nothing to redirect except a 70-mile-per-hour moonball that lands 6 inches inside the baseline and bounces to your shoulders? You get buried. That is what happens. Now let us get into the nitty-gritty, because this is not just about spin rates and geometry. This is about physical mismatch on a cellular level. Fernandez weighs about 120 pounds soaking wet. Eala? She is clocking in at 135 pounds of Nadal Academy forged muscle. That 15-pound difference is not just a number, it is leverage, stability, and the ability to outlast someone in a physical war. And tennis at the professional level is a war. Every point is a miniature battle of attrition, and Fernandez's game is built on quick exchanges, fast courts, and opponents who give her pace to work with. Eala is giving her none of that. Instead, she is dragging Fernandez into 20-shot rallies where every ball weighs a ton, every contact jars your wrist, and every step feels like you are running through sand. The Australian Open's plexicushion surface plays right into this nightmare. It is medium-paced, high-bouncing, and rewards heavy topspin players who can pin opponents deep and grind them into dust. Fernandez's best surfaces are fast, hard courts where she can take the ball early and use her timing to redirect pace. But Melbourne? Melbourne is a slow-burn torture chamber for her style, and Eala has the keys. But wait, there is more. Let us talk about second serves, because this is where Fernandez might as well be handing Eala free points. Fernandez's second serve sits around 75 miles per hour, which in professional tennis is basically batting practice. Eala, who has been training specifically to crush second serves and take immediate control of rallies, is going to tee off like she is in a home run derby. We are talking return winners, aggressive positioning, and Fernandez scrambling from point 1. When you cannot hold serve comfortably, you cannot win matches, period. And when your opponent is stepping inside the baseline and taking your second serve on the rise with a forehand that could crack concrete, you are in deep trouble. Eala is not going to give Fernandez any rhythm, any time to settle, or any opportunity to find her timing. She is going to attack relentlessly, dictate from the first ball, and make Fernandez feel like she is playing defense from the warm-up. Now let us get psychological, because this is where the match goes from bad to catastrophic for Fernandez. Leylah Fernandez is not just carrying a racket onto that court, she is carrying the weight of 2021, the expectations, the what could have been, the pressure of being the next big thing who has not quite gotten there yet. Since that magical US Open run, Fernandez has been stuck in tennis purgatory, ranking in the 30s to 50s, inconsistent results, early losses to players she should beat, and the constant questions about when she will break through again. That mental baggage is real, and it is heavy. Meanwhile, Eala? She is playing with house money. She is the underdog, the rising star, the one with nothing to lose and everything to prove. The mental freedom that comes with that is a weapon in itself. While Fernandez is overthinking every shot, worried about another early exit, another disappointing result, Eala is swinging freely, playing aggressive, and feeding off the energy of being the hungrier player. And let us be real, tennis fans on social media are already writing Fernandez's obituary for this match. One user posted, "Fernandez's game is designed for 2015, not 2025. Eala is going to run her off the court." Another quipped, "This is going to be over faster than a Nadal demolition on clay. Eala in straight sets, probably 6-2, 6-1. The memes are already rolling in, one showing Eala with a construction hat captioned, "Demolition Crew," scheduled for 30 minutes. The internet sees what is coming, and it is not pretty for Fernandez. Here is the bottom line. This match is not a contest, it is a demonstration. A demonstration of what happens when an old-school counterpuncher meets the new generation of baseline power. Fernandez's game was revolutionary in 2021 when she was outsmarting opponents with angles, timing, and grit. But tennis has evolved, and the players coming up now are not just smart, they are strong, fast, and trained to neutralize exactly the kind of game Fernandez plays. Eala is the evolution. She is what happens when you take natural talent, add elite coaching, physical transformation, and tactical precision, and point it directly at someone whose style is built for a different era. Fernandez is going to step on that court and realize within 3 games that nothing is working. Her angles? Eala is covering them. Her counterpunching? Eala is not giving her anything to counter. Her movement? Eala is moving her side to side until her legs give out. And when the final point is played, and Eala is shaking hands at the net after a brutal one-sided beatdown, the scoreline is going to tell the story. Something like 6-1, 6-2 in under 30 minutes. A landslide. A statement. A changing of the guard. Fernandez will walk off that court knowing she just got run over by the future, and Eala will walk off knowing she just announced herself to the world. This is not just a match, it is a message. The old guard is fading, and the new generation is here, heavier, stronger, and hungrier than ever. So buckle up, because when Eala steps on that court, it is not about winning, it is about dominating, and Fernandez is about to learn that lesson the hard way.